What's going on, everybody?
Hi, guys. Welcome back to The Good, the Bad, and the Glory. It's Nicky here.
And it's Sam.
This is episode 26.
Yes, number 26.
Here we are.
One of those numbers. Maybe it's like the day after Christmas, right?
The day after
when you're
Christmas?
just
It's called Boxing Day in Trinidad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we are about to
We're not going to
box verbally.
I don't know. No. Let's jump into weekends first.
Jump into weekends? All
yeah.
right, cool. Great.
How was your weekend, Sam?
Oh, man. My weekend was pretty cool. Now, Friday, and I'm sure you'll be able to transition into your weekend from there.
Sure.
But this Friday, my church had a ugly sweater Christmas party for like the ministry leaders and people who are part of the ministry teams and things like that. And we had a good old time. I had I was trying to get this ugly sweater that said Super Elf on it and had like a 6-pack. But unfortunately, it wasn't going to come in time for Friday when I needed it. So I ended up opting for a sweater that said Elfie.
Nice.
And had a picture like of an elf taking a selfie, but
nice.
It was Elfie.
That's funny.
Get it? Yeah. So it was really cool. Gave out prizes, played like extreme musical chairs.
What is extreme musical chairs? Tell us.
So at first we had played regular musical chairs, and that went how it went, and how it's regular musical chairs.
Yep.
Then we got into extreme musical chairs, where the top 5 players from that round had to come back, but they had to be blindfolded.
What?
Right?
Okay.
They had to be blindfolded. So what was going on while the music was playing was that they were moving around aimlessly, kind of, but the chairs were also moving around.
Oh,
Each person had a chair, and they were moving it around the room. So when the music stopped, they had to put down the chairs, and the players had to feel around and sit in the seat before, of course, one person would be left out because there's one less chair than the amount of people playing.
It's a setup.
And people were allowed to help them out, like, go to the left, go to the right.
Oh, wow, that sounds funny.
So it was just a good time. They also played this game where you had to pick a partner. The MC would read out a statement, and you had to pick a person in the church that fit that statement, and you and your partner had to match up. So, like, who would be the person most likely to shout?
Okay.
So then you and your partner, you can't communicate. Y'all just got to write on a piece of paper secretly, like y'all are facing the opposite direction, and you get a point if you and your partner match with the right person.
Oh, wow.
And there was a question saying, who would give the shortest sermon in the church? And I was picked by 2 teams. All right.
That's funny.
Yes. I was chosen.
Sam would give the shortest sermon.
I've also learned that they don't listen to this podcast, clearly. But
it's because you be chatting.
They would hear me speak a lot here. But I'm just kidding. It's only good fun. Celeste was one of those people. I see you out here, Celeste. But it was a really great time.
Mm-hmm.
And then later that same night, I had another ugly sweater party to attend.
Did you?
But this time it was thrown by Nicole. Yes, Nicky, sitting across from me. Nicole herself and her sister Nadine, they threw an ugly sweater Christmas party. And it was awesome. I'm sure Nikki's going to get into it herself. But one thing that also made it special that I'm going to shout out, of course, Nicole, that we were also celebrating the fact that Nicole has officially completed all her credits for her master's degree. All right, come on, give it up. Give it up. I hear y'all clapping out there. Give it up. Give it up for Nicole.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, it was awesome. We took a time out.
That was a surprise, by the way. I did not know that.
If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my Insta story featuring Nicole, where we all just stopped everything and we just had to shout her out. There were balloons, and just a toast and a whole bunch of stuff, and it was just awesome. And shout out to Nicole. On behalf of the good, the bad, and the glory, which is me and you.
All 2 of us.
On behalf of us. I want to, my wife included, of course, but we love you very much. We're proud of you for getting this master's degree.
Thank you.
We're super hyped for you, and you are an example, a shining light in our community.
That is so sweet.
Just for everything you've accomplished and persevered through.
What are we doing right now?
We're shouting you out, Nicole. You deserve it. You deserve it for sure. Now, what is this a master's in?
In public administration.
Public administration also. So Nicole has officially completed all her credits for her master's in public administration. Yeah. So show her some love, send her some emails, like some of her Instagram posts. Whatever it is, funny. Y'all people do out there to show love. She deserves it. Black women out here doing their thing. Black girl magic.
Black girl magic.
Yes, Nicole.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The rest of my weekend was not much happened. Played with my brother Matt at his mom's church for a banquet, which is cool, and went to church on Sunday, and that was that. So I'll give you the floor, Nicole. Talk about your weekend.
Oh, my weekend was excellent. It was full of everything. Friday, as Sam mentioned, my sister and I hosted an ugly sweater party. We called it Ugly Sweater and Chill.
Yes.
It was so much fun. We had a lot of fun. I'm sad that I couldn't invite everyone that I wanted to, because it's but so many people could fit in the basement.
Yeah, it's a nice house
but it was
party.
like a basement bashment house house party type of thing. So it was so much fun. We had a really, really good time. There's a lot of work that goes into planning a party.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
I can only imagine.
So much work, but it was so worth it. But because it was so much work, Saturday, I literally slept like all day. I woke up like for an hour or two at a time, back to sleep. Hour or two, back to sleep, until I finally woke up in the evening, well into the evening, legit. Then another mutual friend of ours had a holiday game night. This is the season for like holiday get-togethers and whatever. So another friend of ours had one on Saturday night, which I went to. That was cool. Sunday, it's so strange. Like, I woke up like, all right, what do I have to read? What article do I have to read? What assignment, what essay do I have to write? What paper? This, and I was like, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have any. First of all right, let me backtrack, right? Because I know if you follow me on Snapchat, I went in the day that I submitted my thesis, which was last Thursday. When I tell you full on breakdown, tears, hysterical, I could not even there's so much behind that, but it's a true testimony. But yeah, so Sunday I didn't do anything. I started reading a book, which was like dope. Like I haven't read a book just for fun in like forever.
Nice.
Hold that thought. I started reading Charlamagne's Black Privilege book because I went to an event on last Tuesday, where Charlamagne was a speaker, and I won a signed copy of his book. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I did.
Did he hand it to you himself?
No. Actually, 40 people won signed copies. So.
Oh, okay.
I was one of 40.
Gotcha.
But I did get to meet him and take a picture with him and talk to him. I did. Yo, he's really smart. He's really smart. He says a lot of reckless things, but he is intelligent. He's really intelligent.
Yeah, I saw when you have put up that Insta story that you were at an event that I didn't know what it was, but it said Charlamagne the God. I was like, what? You're somewhere where Charlamagne the God is?
Yes.
What in the world?
The event was called Creative Genius, and it was hosted by the Creative Collective NYC. Follow them. Dope movement for creatives of color in New York. And so, yeah, he was there. He spoke on like his story. He touched on a lot of points in the book. The conversation was facilitated by Kayla Walker. I don't know if you know who that is, but she's like a really well-known like TV host and very popular on Instagram and things like that. So she facilitated the conversation. It was just a really good time, and I happened to win his book. I wasn't planning to buy it. I'm gonna put it out there. I wasn't planning to buy it, but since I got it, I was like, oh, free book. Of course I'll read it. So I started reading it, and it's actually pretty interesting. He makes a lot of very poignant thoughts. So he has a lot of very strong opinions, and so it's very interesting to read. So that's what I started reading on Sunday. Went to church, and then and then a friend of mine is getting married next week. And so went to her bridal shower, which was really cool. So yeah, that was my weekend. what is today's episode looking like?
Well, it's going to be a special holiday episode. You know, when we get to the end of the year, I don't know about you, Nicole, but sometimes, you know, I think a lot of people, we get generally reflective about our year, what we've accomplished, the goals we set and things like that. So you know what? This episode is going to also be very reflective. We're also going to look ahead as well to 2018, certain things that are coming up. So what's the first thing we're going to get into, Nicole?
So every time a guest comes on the show, we ask them what they're listening to, right? We ask them what their favorite song or artist is, who their favorite song or artist is right now. So we thought we'd give you guys a glimpse of what we are listening to. Please note that this is not like something that I really wanted to do, because first of all, let me just give a disclaimer: none of my songs are gospel songs. So we're gonna give you the top 3 songs that are in heavy rotation on our digital devices.
Yeah, because we're in the 21st century now, whatever is your favorite audio platform or listening service, it is likely that they have compiled for you.
Yeah.
All right. There's no guessing here. All right.
Yeah,
you can't fudge this.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
They have compiled for you what you have listened to, your most listened songs. Okay. And we're going to give you what our favorite listening providers have given us as far as their data on our listening habits. So you want to go first or should I?
All right, I could go first. Okay, guys. So on Apple Music, the section is called Heavy Rotation, and it's the songs like pretty much that you're continuously playing.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the time frame is, but it's probably within like the last month or so. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Or a month or 2. I don't know. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So in my heavy rotation are 3 songs. The first one is Big Bad Soca by Bungie Garlin.
All right. I can see that.
That is my song. Y'all listen to that song. First of all, I think soca is my favorite genre of music.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of the genres I love. It's one of my top.
It is like, it's the happiest genre. Like, it just puts you in a good mood. It's happy. It's feel good music.
You just want to dance every time you hear it.
Exactly. So y'all go listen to Big Bad Soca by Bungie Garlin.
Yeah.
The other songs are Anita by Smino.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, check it out. It's really good. I like songs that give me good vibes.
Okay.
Like, you know, while I'm in my commute, I'm kind of... Okay, I'm jumping thoughts here, but like someone asked me one time, when do I meditate? Like, and I meditate in the morning when I wake up, but I also meditate on the train, like during my commute. Like, I'm kind of like in a zone, like kind of dazed out because it's such a monotonous thing. Like, you do the same thing over and over, the same path to get to work. So it's just like a time where I am sort of in a zone. And music is really important, or whatever I'm listening to, I get lost in it. So Anita by Smino is one of my other songs, as well as a song called Crew by Gold Link. I know you've heard it. You probably just didn't know it was called Crew. But those are my songs. That's what I'm listening to, guys.
Gotcha.
Sorry, there's no Hill song.
Now, our lists are actually contrasted.
Oh, really?
Because,
Oh, gosh.
So I listen to Spotify. Shout out to Spotify. Hopefully I don't got to pay more for you if this whole net neutrality thing goes sideways. But Spotify creates a playlist for you of your top songs of 2017. Not only that, they if you click on something, I don't know what I clicked on just now, but it takes you on a little journey throughout your whole year. They ask you to choose what you think your favorite genre was and stuff like that. And they'll let you know if you get it right. And hey, if you're a listener on this podcast, and this ties into what my top songs were, if you could guess what my top artist was for the year of 2017, Nicole, who do you think that would be?
It just might be Bethel.
No.
Really?
No, think about it.
Wait.
Think about it.
Not Chance.
I made a big statement about this artist.
I know. Oh my God. Okay.
You know it. I know
artist.
You know this. Yes, it's a gospel artist.
Oh, of course. Armstrong.
Yes, Jordan Armstrong.
Yeah.
So they were like, who do you think was your favorite artist for 2017? And I picked him. Sure enough, he was my top artist. And also the top 2 songs that I listened to this year was by him. I was actually a lot more saved than I thought I was this year because his song More, and also played this song on the podcast, one of my favorite songs, and his albums was one of my favorite albums this year. So I know Spotify did not lie to me. Jordan Armstrong, More, and The Vibe. Those two songs were my top. And, there's a little secular surprise on here. Number 3 for me was Love by Tory Lanez.
How that song go?
Yes, Love by Tory Lanez. Everyone falls.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I love that joint. I love
really?
that. I actually really like that song. I remember when that song first came out, I was like, I know this joint is a hit right here. So I absolutely love that song. So, I have my gospel, but, I have my other music too. But Jordan Armstrong was definitely a heavy hitter for me this year. And I can't wait for his next project. So those were our top 3 songs.
That's what we're listening to.
That's what we're listening to. So next, we are going to get into, we're going to do a little year in review of Hot Topics.
Let's do it.
And I've sort of compiled the list of things that I don't think 2018 should distract you from, that you should keep in mind, whether it's something very impactful to the culture or just something that taught a lesson or something that maybe we didn't focus enough on. Now, before we get into that, there was an honorable mention. I did 5. And Nicole, I want to hear your opinion on this.
Okay.
This one was an honorable mention. This story was very surprised by me. I think it's something we should keep an eye on. Okay. And it was the Molly Music and Jennifer Hudson story.
Oh, man.
All right. Now, Nicole, I feel like if we ever, and I want your thoughts on this.
Okay.
If we ever bring up Molly Music again, for those who don't know, it was rumored, and Molly Music has not denied this. It was rumored that Jennifer Hudson had an affair with Molly Music during her 10-year engagement. All right. Now, me personally, affairs are wrong. All right. But I do think it's strange to be engaged with someone for 10 years. Brother, if you put a ring on it, seal.
Is it fair? Is it an affair if they weren't married?
Exactly. He didn't seal the deal.
But you cheated. I mean, if that's the case, allegedly. Go ahead.
Didn't seal the deal.
Continue.
Now, we normally don't play sound effects on this show.
Okay.
But I think that anytime we mention Molly Music, we should play this sound effect.
Wow.
I just think it's appropriate. What do you think?
For you to prep that? Like, I didn't even know you were going to do that.
Surprised. Yeah, I prepped it.
Listen, I'm not. Let's do it. Let's do it. Every time we say Molly Music, what's
Molly Minister Still Your Girl Music. That's my new name.
That's
for him.
funny. Play it again.
All right.
It's Mr. Still Your Girl.
I cannot.
Oh
Lord,
my gosh.
that's funny.
I just had to get that out of the way. It's a little surprise for you, Nicole.
That was a surprise.
Yes.
Okay.
But let's get into this top 5 list of events. And I'm going to be a little bit more serious with this one.
Okay.
Don't let 2018 distract you from Colin Kaepernick, all right? I think it was pretty dope what he did. It's like, I saw this video today of like this girl, and she was talking about like, oh, we think Colin Kaepernick did something brave. We're thinking about our ancestors who, got sprayed down with hoses and stuff like that. But he literally, I don't know if he knew the kind of response he would get or if he would find himself without an NFL job when he did this. But he took a knee talking about something that is affecting our community, which is the killing of unarmed black men by police officers. And he felt like it was wrong and he did something for it. And it did cost him something.
Yeah, it did.
It cost him a job. He can't find a job anywhere in the NFL. And I think it's just dope when we could look back and see someone in the spotlight is willing to talk about these issues that Colin Kaepernick probably doesn't have to deal with. He probably doesn't have to worry about being shot by a police officer because of his status, because of his wealth and stuff like that. But he still took the time out to, really make a stand and really do something that, to me, I feel like was important to the black community.
No, absolutely. I definitely think that within this year, Colin Kaepernick has proven himself to be, I would say, even an icon, like just a very important piece of the Black culture.
Yeah.
Because of what he stands for, because of him being unapologetic, because of him not compromising. And it's been like, it's really inspiring. It's really inspiring because it's rare that you'll find someone that is willing to sort of compromise or just give up all of their wealth and their riches. I mean, I'm sure he hasn't given up all of his wealth,
right.
but put it on the line for something that means something to you.
And back it up. Like,
right.
You know,
right.
all the charity work he did and things like that. It's just been awesome to see him. So
right.
Shout out to you, Colin Kaepernick. Definitely memorable for 2017. Next up, this is going to go into more of the film and entertainment industry.
Okay.
I think Get Out was an iconic film. I think it was iconic just because it was great to see a very well-made, popular film that sort of highlight the uncomfortability of Black people in certain situations, especially being around a group of white people, which is a lot of things we have to deal with on an everyday basis, like at the job sometimes and things like that. And being so straightforward about how white people can be sometimes brazenly racist or ignorant.
Yep.
And shout out to Jordan Peele for just being number one, brave enough and even skilled enough to create a movie that I think even white people enjoyed at the same time. And it sparked certain terms like the sunken place. Like we all know what we talk about when we talk about another brother or sister that's in the sunken place. Okay, like that's how I feel about Get Out.
No, Get Out was it definitely shed light on the Black experience.
Yes, absolutely.
There was a whole situation recently because the Golden Globes decided to categorize Get Out as a comedy.
Really?
A comedy.
Wow.
And that is like a complete slap in the face.
Because
it's
not a comedy.
It's not. What's funny?
Wait,
what's funny? Yeah. So Jordan Peele sort of like challenged the Golden Globes on that because he said that the Get Out is a documentary. It's not a comedy. Like what about this was funny?
I would go horror movie before I would even go
legit.
Comedy.
Yes. So it was put in the category of musical and comedic films. Isn't that like a slap in the face?
That is an absolute slap in the face. Wow, that's crazy.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yep, they clearly didn't get it. Unfortunately. I hope maybe they went off of the fact that Jordan Peele is like a comedic writer and he's known for his work on Key and Peele.
But this is not about Jordan Peele. It's about the movie.
It's not.
So.
There's no excuse. There's pretty much no excuse for them making that mistake.
Not at all.
Shaking my head. But it just shows why more films like Get Out is needed. And I think they're working on another film right now about a Black Klansman. Or I think a dude who has to go undercover and join the KKK.
What?
Yeah. So I think they're working on a film like that. So I'm expecting great things from Jordan Peele. So Get Out. Boom. Number 3 on the list. And I'm starting to get more spiritual here. And it's Justin Bieber. And maybe you're wondering why I brought him up.
Yes, tell us.
For all of his life, Justin Bieber has been known for controversy, for getting into trouble, just basically being disruptive and a nuisance, even though I am a believer. And I support Justin 100%. But he also made headlines this year because he decided to take his walk with God seriously. Was even seen hanging with Pastor Carl Lentz. Rumors started flying that he donated like $10 million to them, and that Carl Lentz convinced him to cancel his tour, which Justin Bieber did cancel his tour. But I think Carl Lentz has denied that he's the one who was responsible for that. But I just want to point out that ever since we heard about that, have we heard anything crazy from Justin Bieber?
I think no. We've actually heard more positivity. He actually posted like about a few days ago. It looks like a whiteboard of like maybe a Bible study that he was at.
Wow.
Yeah, and he wrote on the whiteboard, it says, "Do you feel you have exhausted all options? Do you feel helpless? Do you feel like you're never good enough? What if I told you that there's a God that's willing to meet you wherever you're at? What if I told you he could take away your pain, your shame, your guilt, and your fear? #Jesus." And then the caption was, "Jesus is changing me from the inside out." And he misspelled the guilt. and exhausted.
The Lord is working on him. Okay?
Yeah, no, he is a living proof that, God can change you. And it's really, it's cool to watch. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Yes, it's really dope. So with the same energy y'all have for Justin Bieber when he's out doing his mess, let's recognize him when he's out here chilling, doing his thing. I think he reconnected with Selena Gomez. I think they could be the next little Christian power couple.
I feel like you're such a fan of them.
I am. I'm a believer, man. I'm a believer. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. So yes, that was number 3. Okay, 2 more to go. We can't forget that Tasha Nicky collabo.
Oh.
All right. It may have changed the game out here in these streets.
Did it really though?
I mean, not the song. The song itself, I felt was...
I forgot it already.
I needed more. Yeah.
No shade.
It didn't... The song disappointed me.
Okay.
But... It did send ripple effects throughout the gospel community where people were just like, what? And it caused, I think, a pretty big discussion. And I think could have set up the pedestal for future collaborations to come.
Okay.
Kirk Franklin and Jay-Z.
That's fair.
Okay, BB Winans and Chance the Rapper. No, I'm just saying.
You're making
speculation.
I was like, wait, what?
No. I don't have any inside information.
Got you.
But we could see that.
Possibility.
We could see that, and
yeah.
I'm here with it as long as it's nothing crazy or, sacrilegious or anything like that. I think it's totally fine for a gospel artist and a secular artist to collab.
Definitely.
So we can't forget that. All right.
Yes.
And last but not least. Now, Nicole, if you know me, what do you think I'm going to tell these people not to forget?
Give me a clue.
I've mentioned it before.
You've mentioned a lot of things before.
You're right. You know what? I'm just going to come out and say it.
Okay.
Do not let 2018 distract you from the fact that 90% of the gospel music industry allowed for Kim Burrell to be dragged from 2016 into 2017 without saying a single word.
Wow.
Okay, don't let anything distract you.
We're here again.
From that fact.
We're back.
Okay? Now I'm going to leave it alone, okay? I'm gonna let it go in 2017. That's what I need to let go and let God.
He's never going to let this go.
I'm going to try.
Sam, are you going to leave this in 2017?
I'm going to try my best, all right? I'm going to leave
go.
it in this podcast because I may bring it up one more time in this podcast. Okay. But that's going to be one of my resolutions, y'all, to let go of this. But don't forget.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot that I was recording just now. I thought I was like talking to like Naomi or something. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is, it's called the moral of the story. And we're looking at 2017 as a whole and what we learned. What was the moral of our story of 2017 as individuals? That is hard because you're looking at a whole year, but it's okay. It's fitting for this time because it's the end of the year and you sort of are, whatever your moral of the story was for 2017 is what you'll go into 2018 with.
Yeah.
Right. And so for me, my moral of the story is that I have a few actually.
Go for it. Lay them all out.
It's so funny that at the beginning of 2017, which was 2016 going into 2017, God told me that 2017 was, I can't even put it into words, right? If you know a slingshot, is it a slingshot? Yeah, a slingshot. And you know the drawback of a slingshot.
Yeah.
That was my 2017. So 2017 for me was a year of almost preparation, but I don't even know if preparation is the word that captures what it was.
Would you say stretching?
No, okay. It was like the time before the catapult.
Gotcha.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if you have a bow and arrow and you pull the bow and arrow back.
Yeah.
That's what 2017 was because 2018 is the launch.
Gotcha,
it really is.
Gotcha.
It definitely was a year of stretching, but it was a year of preparation because I'm about to fly, bro.
Come on.
For real.
That's it.
2017 taught me that I'm way stronger than I ever imagined. Like, and I said before, if you follow me on Snapchat, I talked about it last week that I don't promote my Snapchat on this because it's a little personal, you know.
You gotta keep something to yourself.
Gotta keep something to myself. No, I talked about it on Snapchat that like I feel like I have superpowers. I feel like there's nothing that I cannot do.
Come on.
This is what 2017 has taught me. Like, I don't know how I got through this year.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all only knew. This was the hardest year of my life, the hardest year of my life. But in some ways, it had to be the best year of my life, because I wouldn't be ready for what's about to happen if none of this happened.
Wow.
Like, if this year wasn't so challenging. And the fact that it was so challenging and I made it through, and I'm stronger, and I'm wiser, and I'm smarter. Like, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Come on. Come on. That's the quote, the
Remy
Prophet Ma.
Right? Prophet Remy. In the words of Prophet Remy, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. But I feel like I'm on top of the world. I really do. I feel like I'm on top of the world. And it's because I've checked in to my power. One of the life-changing moments for me in this year was when I went away to the Girl Trek retreat in Colorado. The retreat was actually called Stress Protest, and the organization is called Girl Trek, GIRLTREK. Check them out. That retreat shifted the trajectory of my year, and it was in September. It really allowed me to realize who I am as a Black woman, as a believer, as just a force of nature. And the thing is that when you learn about who you are, when you learn about your power, when you learn about your worth and your value, and that what you bring to the table, it's now your responsibility. It's now my responsibility to live in that, to live from that place. And so that's been my experience now. Like, I have become responsible. Like, information, once you know it, you're now responsible. Whether it's good or bad, you're not responsible for what you do with the information. So it's like, once I learned about who I truly am and I checked in, it's sort of, I walk different now. You feel me? Like, right. I walk different. I think different. I see things differently. I see myself differently. I experience life differently. And 2018 is about to be lit.
Yeah.
It's about to be so lit. I don't like to use the word lit, but I used it just now. Yeah. And I'm just excited. That is really my moral of the story for 2017.
Wow. That's awesome. Now, I'm kind of going to have to stumble into this moral of the story just as I go through my year. Because, I'm not going to lie. This year was a challenging year. Yeah. Especially for me and my wife. Just some financial things we've had to go through. So a lot of things that we both were believing for the beginning of the year, how we thought 2017 was gonna go. It did not go that way. And those memes they put up around the end of the year when it's Kanye, and it's like when you see that person who said 2017 was gonna be a year,
right?
And he has that angry face. Now I don't know if anyone spoke over me that 2017 was gonna be my year or anything like that, but it sometimes you could feel like that. But one thing I can say that while financially and career wise things weren't really going for me, spiritually, 2017 was lit. It was just like a year of elevation for me, just spiritually in my relationship with God. I feel like certain points of the year I was taken to a place where I was broken down, but I was able to be brought back up again. A lot of that, I have to give special thanks to my wife. When I was unable to be strong, she was there to give me that strength and support me and be there for me, as well as the people in my life, friends, who, without even realizing it sometimes, is able to put you in a place where you're able to receive what it is, what you need, or receive that word that you need, or be able to see what it is that God has for you, or where God wants you to go. I would say if it was a moral, I guess it would have to be maybe it was a lesson in the correct appreciation of certain things, or learn how to properly value certain things, where I've learned to value spiritual things way more than natural things.
Yep.
Learn to value walking in purpose and destiny more than anything else.
Say that.
So when I look at this year, when I look at the fact that I feel that all the trials and everything just brought me and my wife closer together, that we celebrated a year of marriage.
Woo.
That this podcast got started in the midst of all of that.
Yeah,
One thing I'm just incredibly thankful for. I feel like God this year has given me the boldness to pursue certain things that I believe that he has placed on my heart, and to be confident and bold about the talents and gifts that he's placed inside of me. So it was more like of a inward growth, I would say, that occurred this year. If I were to look back at any morals of any kind, it's really just valuing the things that are unseen, valuing your relationship with God ahead of anything else, and infusion of boldness. I've seen God, use me greater than he did before in realms of ministry, like when I'm ministering to people, whether it be through praise and worship or anything like that. And I have appreciated it so much, and that's the one thing that I could look at this year that makes this year a win in my book. And while I'm still looking for certain natural things that I'm praying for, that I'm believing for to happen, I can say I'm thankful for the spiritual elevation that God has granted me this year, and what he's taught me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And what's one thing that you're looking forward to in 2018?
What am I looking forward to in 2018? As far as just for my life, or
well, based on what your moral was.
Yeah.
How are you taking that into 2018, and what's that one thing that you're going to look for?
To be used by God even more, honestly. I'm still looking for those natural blessings, Lord.
Yeah.
I'm still here asking for them,
Right.
But I'm definitely not allowing anything, and I think that's the one thing I forgot to mention throughout my lessons. I got to see where I really was with God, and like what I was kind of putting before him. And now that I'm taking that out, I just want that relationship with him to grow even stronger, and to keep that consistency with the Lord, and not let anything, and be completely immovable in 2018.
Yeah.
And to complete all that it is that God has for me.
Yeah.
To just be sure, confident in his voice and his leading, all that stuff above anything else. And that I am able to truly impact others the way God wants me to impact others in 2018. That's what I'm looking forward to. What is the thing you're looking forward to, Nicole, in 2018?
In 2018, okay, let's see. I'm looking forward to 2018 is a year of leaps. Definite leaps. And it excites me now because, for a few reasons, because I never used to be a person that took risks. I was always very regimented and very safe.
Yeah.
But that's gone. Gone are the days. Success lies outside of my comfort zone. And I've learned that. And so 2018 is definitely a year of leaps. As our friend Jay Will says, leaps only. If you follow Myleek, who's the founder of Curlbox, she says, leap before you're ready. And I'm so ready. I'm ready. And I guess I can say here, I just quit my job.
Wow.
And so, yes, leaping. When I say leaping, I mean real talk leaping. And so, y'all, don't worry. I'm gonna be all right. There are things in place. Things are working out for my good, and
that's it.
I'm just looking forward. I'm most excited about the unknown. I'm most excited about the unknown, about the things that I don't know are gonna happen in 2018. I have things that I have planned. I have goals, but I'm most excited about the things that will surprise me in 2018. And I'm ready. I'm so ready. So
yes, that's it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So this is a special episode because this is our last episode of 2018. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break. We need some time to regroup, recharge, spend some time with our family.
Yeah.
Plan some new and fun, exciting content for you all.
Yes.
So we just wanted to say that we really and sincerely appreciate you all. I don't know if y'all know how this podcast started. This was Sam's baby, and he came to me and said, we should do this. And I said, I don't know. But here we are, 26 episodes in, and we're so grateful that you're listening, that you're here, that you talk to us. God is going to do some amazing things for this podcast in 2018. I really believe that. And thank you to all of the guests who have come on the show. First of all, when we started the podcast, I don't even know if we were thinking about guests.
Right. Yeah.
It was just like somewhere along the line, we were like, maybe we should have someone come and talk with us. So from our first guest, Berlin, to our last guest, Naomi Rain.
Oh my goodness.
We are so grateful.
And they've all been so like just willing
gracious,
and
so
just
gracious,
like, we'll do it. And it's
I'm
what?
Like,
yeah.
Why do you want to come here?
Amazing. All of them were amazing.
So grateful.
Absolutely. That really can't be stressed what you said enough, Nicole, about thanking everyone who listens here. You guys help drive this podcast, just getting your emails, just hearing your feedback, running to some of you guys in person, telling us how certain things we said have blessed you. Like, you have no idea how far words like that go into keeping this going and to making sure this podcast gets out weekly. It can be tough, but, just having your words of encouragement really pushes us to push through all the work that goes into putting out a podcast like this. And with that being said,
yes,
we are looking for some interns to help us out.
Good Bad Glory interns. Where y'all at?
We are looking for some people to join the Good Bad Glory team.
Yay.
Yes, specifically in the area of audio editing. If you are familiar with GarageBand, Pro Tools, Logic, anything like that, you know how to edit, splice audio material, things like that. We would love to have you come on board as an intern. So we're looking for people who are looking to become audio engineers, whether you are in high school or in college and you just want to intern with us. We would definitely love to have you on board. And secondly, we would also love a social media intern. Yeah,
we're looking for a social media intern. If you're into marketing or, social media promotion, anything like that, and you are looking for something new to add to your portfolio, help us grow our brand.
Yeah.
Let's work together. If you know someone, or if you are someone who is interested and qualified to be either an audio intern or a social media intern, shoot us an email with your resume at goodbadglory@gmail.com, goodbadglory@gmail.com. Please spread the word. We are looking to grow our team in 2018.
Oh, look at us. Hey, you got that little preaching spirit in you. It's the season of slogans.
Right.
But last but not least, while we're on this break, there is still something you guys can do. In that time where you would normally listen to us every week, you could definitely take that time out, visit our iTunes page and leave a review for us, leave a rating, a review. We definitely appreciate it. It'll definitely help the podcast grow, and just write in and send us an email. Like we said before, your words, your encouragement, your feedback on the podcast is what helps this thing grow. And it definitely warms our heart just to hear from you guys and just to see what's on your minds and what's impacted you. So I know that's one thing I'm going to be looking forward to during this break. So don't let me down, guys. I want to see I want to see your emails. I just want to hear from you guys and connect with you all.
No pressure.
No pressure.
In the same breath, if you would like to connect with us on social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Good Bad Glory. Again, that's Instagram and Twitter at Good Bad Glory. We have a Facebook page called The Good, the Bad, and the Glory. We also have a website where all of our episodes are posted, and that's www.goodbadglory.com. You can also email us with any questions with those resumes for the interns, or just to talk with us at goodbadglory@gmail.com. Sam, where can they find you?
You guys can find me at Oh My Lord. That's OHMILORD on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on Snapchat, Proverbs Boy, PROVERBSBOY. I think one of my resolutions for next year might be to not give my Snapchat handle out anymore because I
Right.
don't post anything. But you guys can still follow that anyway. And if you guys want to see my latest work, as you guys know, I'm a graphic designer. You can just see what I'm up to at www.ohmylord.com. Follow me, connect with me. I love to make new friends.
Yes. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Nickity_. That's NICKITY_ on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me. Yeah.
Awesome. You know, Nicole, I just remembered something
Yes.
but that starting in 2018 for 21 days at least.
Oh, dag. If we putting this out there, we really have to do it.
We have to do it, and we putting it out there.
Here it is.
Yeah.
In 2018, we about to be vegan out here.
We are going to be vegan for 21 days.
Well, I'm doing it for longer.
Oh, you're going to do it for
21,
longer? I agreed to 21 days.
Sam agreed to 21
All right.
days.
This is thanks to Naomi Rain.
Yes.
Who was here last week, and we had a great conversation after
We
the
recorded,
podcast
yeah.
with her and Tamika, aka Visual Notebook.
Yes.
And I don't know how it happened, but I
Sam
somehow agreed.
to veganity.
Yeah. And actually, I think I'm going to halfway document my progress on social media.
Yes.
So that's another incentive to follow me, as I will be doing this vegan thing
Yes.
for at least 21 days.
At least. Yo, shout out to... We could do it. We can do it. Naomi and I are trying to convince Sam that you probably should not go cold turkey. Like burgers.
I plan on
then...
picking out for these lads. I'm planning on living my best life.
I cannot.
For the rest of 2017, my best carnivore life.
Carnivore life.
For the rest of 2017 and just hit it cold turkey.
Nah. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that in 2018. We're going to be vegans out here.
Pray for me.
But yeah, that's our episode. We hope you enjoy your holidays, spend some time with the family, unplug a little bit. And Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. We will be back sometime in January, but no matter what we talk about or what we will be talking about, whether it's in 2017 or 2018, whether it's good or bad, it's all for the glory. Happy New Year.